What we're talking about today is the Ironclad. The Ironclad is a fence alarm system. Well, a fence alarm system is a cable that you attach to the fence to detect cutting, climbing, jumping, and lifting of the fence. Meaning that any crossing of detection will create a detection. But on the other hand, the system, as you can see over here, is designed to be simple, reliable, and affordable. So this system is designed to be the Toyota of perimeter security. It's set to forget, install, and have a reliable system with minimal false alarms to none. Now, the way we would do that is the algorithm of detection is able to detect certain frequencies of vibration that are associated with intrusion. So this system has a basic machine learning AI that was trained for certain frequencies of vibrations. So we know that a certain pattern and frequencies are associated with someone crawling under, climbing over, or cutting a fence versus the wind and rain and other conditions that are low frequency and are not being detected. So over here, you're gonna see a video of me shaking the fence and pulling and pushing and not triggering an alarm. There is a green line on the bottom of the screen that will show indication of alarm when I'm gonna tap on the fence. So you can see that I'm pulling and pushing the fence. I'm gonna lean against the fence. We see the signal, but we're not getting any alarms. But when I'm gonna tap now the fence, we're gonna get an alarm like, again, cutting, climbing, lifting, jumping the fence. So the idea of the system is that the algorithm of detection is triggering alarms for that type of intrusion event throughout the full height of the fence. But we also have 500 levels of sensitivity that we can adjust the system. So we can adjust the system to any type of fence, condition, tension, and so on. Now, on the other hand, it's simple and reliable, but very smart in a way that even in this case, it's installed 3 to 4 feet away from a train. You can see the train passing by without getting any signal or alarms. And even in this case, I'm going to go back. A fast moving train, we can see the signal of the train, but again, no alarms whatsoever. So again, this system, although designed to be reliable and simple and user-friendly and affordable, this is a good system that detects very reliably. Now, we sell the system in pre-cut sizes of 250, 500, and 1,000 spools. So this is an off-the-shelf system with a short lead time. And that means that if you guys order the system, you get it usually within a week because it's coming from New Jersey. So everything here is in stock in New Jersey. RBtec is based in New Jersey as well. Now, when the system is installed on site, while the installation, you cut the cable to the exact length of the zone, and you terminate it with an end-of-line termination, and that's it. Now, a standard layout of the system is that we're going to have a processor with 2 zones that are wrapping around the site. In this specific site, we might have 3. And each zone is a dead end. It's not a loop. It starts at the processor and just ends in the end-of-line termination. The only location we need power and where we're taking the contact closure relay outputs is where the processor. When we're looking on a ground level, we're going to install the cable in the middle of the fence. It doesn't matter if it's a 4-foot, 8-foot, 10-foot fence. And then the reason for that is we want to detect high and low equally. So the cable is tied to the fence with stainless steel twist ties. The cable itself has a stainless steel armor, so it's protected against rodents and sun and snow and ice, and it doesn't really matter, but the point is that it allows the cable 15 years lifespan. It's a high quality proprietary cable, so the reason for that is that we don't count corners in quality. Now, usually the cable will be tied to the fence also with stainless steel twist ties. So that means that in the sun, even in California, it's going to last on the fence nice, straight, tight for a long period of time. Now that's the system processor. It's very simple, again, user-friendly. The installation of the system, for you Raymond to know, is just 10 wires. So it's DC voltage, 12 to 24 volt DC, and the sensor is connected to screw terminals hardwired directly to the board itself. And we have a contact closure per zone that is connected to a burglar alarm to know where on the fence you got a trigger. Now, in order to calibrate the system, we have a software that shows a live signal, and that we can actually adjust it with the computer. RBtec can remotely support also the local technicians. So again, we give the full confidence that we have 99% success with calibration, troubleshooting, commissioning, and so on. Another option, again, just so you know, if you need a standalone system off the grid, we have a solar kit that we can use also with a wireless transmitter, although any wireless transmitter for contact closure will work. And then the system can be completely off the grid. We have options for gates, for sliding gates, swing gates, and also a quick connector for emergency and rarely used gates if needed. That's regarding the ironclad. The other option that we have is the wall alert. And if in the case that there is a wall like the site that we're talking about, we can also connect the conduit to the wall. You can see in this picture is a similar application to what you have over here. There's a fence on top and a wall on the bottom. In this case, we'll be able to detect sledgehammering, drilling, putting a hole in the wall, and because this is a shock sensor. So this is usually going to be installed 4 foot from the ground and provide 8 feet or up to 8 feet of detection on the wall itself. It can be on indoor, outdoor. It can be installed inside or outside. So we have installed it in many ways. In this case, we're going to use a conduit because we need no gaps of the conduit with the wall. So every inch of that conduit and sensor will touch the wall. And it will work similar to the fences by detecting the impacts on the wall itself.